kitchen. We're gonna make a really delicious, decadent recipe today. It's wonderful for bringing to parties, for having around the house. This is a 100% guilt-free snack, treat, dessert that you and your family and friends are going to love. Today we are going to be making candied pecans the healthy way. This recipe is full of nutrients. It's great if you are on any kind of special diet. There is a vegan option as well as it being gluten-free and dairy-free, paleo, and all the good stuff. So let's get started. You're in the right place if you want to eat food that makes you feel amazing on the inside, look great on the outside, and you really want to make a difference. I'm going to be making candied pecans with soaked pecans. The benefits of soaking your nuts, grains, beans, seeds is that there's actually enzyme inhibitors that are in the cellulose on the outside of the nut. So basically what this does is it makes it a seed that essentially you could take across the world, keep in a cool, dry place for years and then plant into the ground and it would grow a pecan tree or it would grow a bean or whatever. So when you soak it, it actually starts that process of it turning from a seed into the beginning of a plant. So what this does is it makes the protein and the vitamins that are stored into this little nut actually available for us. We need those digestive enzymes to really break down nuts. When you soak the nut for anywhere from 6 to 24 hours, basically what it does is it makes all the goodness that's inside this nut more available for you. There's also trace amounts of gluten in nuts, and when you soak them, it actually decreases the amount of gluten in the nut and helps the nut be easier for your body to digest and assimilate. So there's so many reasons that you should be soaking your nuts, seeds, grains, legumes. How to soak your pecans. Really simple. I basically just took this jar, I put the raw, unpasteurized pecans into the jar, and I added water, and I left them overnight on the counter, just with the lid open. So you can just put them in a bowl, you can put them in anything, just add water till water's completely covering them, maybe an inch or two over the top, because they will expand. And then, ta-da, you have soaked pecans that are full of nutrition, really healthy. So the other ingredients that I'm using is a little bit of raw organic maple syrup, coconut oil, ghee. I love this ghee. I'm definitely gonna leave you a link. This is grass-fed. It's full of CLA, which actually reduces belly fat. I cannot say enough about this product. It tastes delicious. You can use either the original recipe, which I'm using here, or you can use the Madagascar vanilla recipe with these pecans. Really delicious. I recommend both. I'll leave you links for both. The other thing that I'll be using, pink Himalayan sea salt, which I love. I'm also going to be using cardamom. You can use pumpkin pie spice mix, or you can use cinnamon, you can use cloves, and you can use ginger. So you can use your favorite mix of spices or flavors you're looking for. You can also make a spicy version with a little bit of red cayenne pepper, and that can be really nice. So whatever taste you're going for, you can just be creative with this recipe. That part is really easy not to mess up. So let's get started. I'll show you what we do and how we make these candied pecans. I put the pecans in a strainer, strained out all the water, super easy. And then I'm just drying them with a paper towel. You wanna get as much moisture off of them as possible. get them completely dry. I'll show you what to do next. I put all of the pecans on this cookie tray and I dabbed them with a paper towel just to really wick away any of the excess moisture. So I took the pecans, put them on another plate here, and on our cookie sheet, I put coconut oil and ghee. Once again, I love this brand of ghee. This is amazing, lactose-free, very cleansing and detoxifying, and it adds really rich flavor to our candied pecans. So we're gonna pop these in the oven for a moment, set it to the very lowest temperature that your oven will go. And what we're going for is we really want these to stay raw. So that means that we need to keep the temperature below 115 degrees. That's ideal. If you're in a hurry, you can cook them higher and you're still gonna have the benefits of having the sprouted nuts, but raw just adds an added benefit. You're gonna get more of the nutrients, it's gonna be more digestible, more antioxidants, so that you can stay healthier while enjoying this tasty treat. Once you have melted the ghee and the coconut oil in your warmed oven, you're gonna take it out and it should be nice and soft like this. Then you're going to take a spatula and kind of move it around so that your whole pan is covered. And we're going to add the pecans. And we just really wanna mix them around on here so that they're completely coated in the ghee and the coconut oil. And this is when you're gonna add your spices. So once you've mixed in all the spices of your choice and really made sure that every single pecan is covered in this mixture of coconut oil and ghee, then we're gonna add about a tablespoon of maple syrup. And we're gonna do the same thing. We're just gonna mix it all up so that these pecans are really coated front and back. Once you've coated every single pecan, you're gonna pop it in the oven. And what I'll just do at the beginning is just leave the door ajar. We're gonna have it at 170 and we wanna get them nice and warmed up. All right, so once you've let your pecans really warm up in your oven, set at the lowest temperature, we're just gonna take a spatula and just kind of move it around because we really wanna make sure that everything's evenly coated and also that the pecans are laying as flat as possible onto your cookie sheet. Then you wanna pop it in the oven. So the next step, once you've let them sit in there in a heated oven for a while, you're actually gonna turn the oven off, you're gonna close the door, and you're gonna leave the oven light on. And what I like to do is I make this recipe at night, and then I just leave the oven light on overnight, and basically this acts like a dehydrator, and it starts to make your little pecans nice and crispy without bringing them above 115 degrees. You can leave it in there with the light on for anywhere from 5 to 10 hours. And if you have a dehydrator, you can use that as well during this time. And basically you just want your pecans to be nice and dry and crispy and not soft because they did get quite soft while we soaked them. So the longer you can let them dry out after you soak them, that's gonna shorten the amount of time that you need to leave them in your oven with the light on or leave them in the dehydrator. Once your pecans are nice and crispy, they are ready to eat. You wanna keep these refrigerated if you're not eating them. These are great to take to parties. It's a wonderful healthy snack to have around the house that tastes so delicious and so decadent. It's full of healthy fats, full of vitamin D, protein, super satisfying. It has all 6 tastes, and I personally think they're delicious. If you like this video, please share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel so you can get more healthy, delicious, decadent recipes like these that will make you feel good on the inside, look good on the outside, and help you really make a difference. Once you make this recipe, leave me a comment below and let me know how you liked it. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. This is Kate with Kate in Paradise.